everybody. In this episode we are going to be collecting some very useful accessories as we get ready to fight our first hard mode boss. There's a lot to go over, so I'm just going to jump right in. While it is raining, it's possible for these angry Nimbus enemies to show up. You want to go out of your way, do whatever you can to kill as many of these as possible. They have a chance of dropping a direct upgrade to the Crimson Rod called the Nimbus Rod. Does much more damage, and you can summon 2 of them. So watch out for those guys. Okay, you see this Truffle Worm? Those are very difficult to catch. If you get too close, it'll just disappear on you. However, you definitely want to do everything you can to catch them, as they are the item you use to summon one of the bosses. Alright, I got him. So now if I use this item as bait and go fishing in the ocean, I will catch the one of the harder bosses in the game. I'm not going to do it just yet, but I wanted to point it out to you so that you can, if you see those, you want to do whatever you gotta do to try and catch it. So once you get to hard mode, it is worthwhile to move into a spider biome. There are harder spiders here now, but they drop fangs, which are the crafting ingredient for several more summoner items. So if you like doing the summoner style of play, then you definitely don't want to miss this. So looks like we need 36 for the spider armor, and another 16 for the spider staff. I thought there was one other item. We must not have enough for it. Yeah, we've only got 16 spider fangs, so if you want those items, you're going to be killing spiders for a little while. So if you're going to be using the guns to fight your hard mode bosses, you're going to want these crystals that grow in the underground hollow. These crystal shards here. You can use them to make a special kind of bullet that does some splash damage, and that will hit a boss multiple times for every time you shoot them. Alright, we just got a Philosopher stone. That's one of the major items you want to get from a mimic. What it does is cool down the potion sickness from drinking a healing potion. That's going to allow us to heal ourselves a lot more frequently. Oh, that's Tim. That was Tim. He drops a wizard's hat. It increases your magic damage. It's not the best piece of armor for being a spellcaster, but he is a rare enemy, and it's one of the only things that looks like a wizard's hat, so I consider it like a vanity item. Plus, they made it an achievement to kill him, so always good to find him. Alright, this mimic dropped a dual hook. I think this crimson hook that we found is better. But maybe one of the first upgrades you find in hard mode. Okay, so I made some more of these hunter potions. They take a bottle of water, which I didn't put away. They take bottles of water, one day bloom, one blink root, and one shark fin. Those are going to help me find the mimics pretty quick here, so that I can get the other item that I need. There's one. Okay, we got another Philosopher stone. There we go. Alright, a Titan Glove that increases melee knockback. Another dual hook. Spiked Star Cloak is pretty useful for dealing extra damage. Still not what we're looking for though. We need the cross necklace. Okay, magic dagger, not bad, but again, not what we're looking for. When you are having a hard time getting a rare enemy to spawn, it is sometimes helpful to bring a water candle. I'm not sure if this increases the rate of rare enemies spawning, or if it's just the fact that since more enemies are spawning all together, then you don't have to wait as long for the rare ones to show up. So now we have increased monster spawn rate, which means we're going to get more of these harpies, but we're also, there it is, going to get a wyvern. Now the way you want to fight wyverns, because they can be pretty dangerous at this stage, is they swoop down and you want to jump over them, kind of like playing jump rope, and then hit them as they go underneath you. And they have a lot of hit points, so you definitely want to use weapons that either hit rapidly or pierce and hit the segments multiple times. And there we got our Souls of Flight. Alright, so if we show the Soul Flight to the guide, he'll show us all the different wings we can make, because they all require Soul Flight. So, looks like it does take 20. I happened to find butterfly dust while I was in the jungle, so that is the set I'm going to try and make. But there's a lot of different items that drop that you can turn into wings. If you don't find one of these items, you can get fairy wings by collecting 100 pixie dust, which the pixies spawn in the surface of the Hallow. Or you can make angel or demon wings, which take feathers and either Soul of Night or Soul of Light. So if I had not just happened to find this butterfly dust, then I would be going for one of these. Either way, I'm going to need to kill another wyvern to get 20 soul flight. So we're heading back up. Okay, here we are back on the floating island. Plop down our water candle, get that increased spawn rate, and hope one shows up soon. And the low gravity up here really helps a lot when fighting these wyverns. They allow you to just kind of float above them and just barely miss his attack. Okay. Oh, he's trolling us. He only dropped 9 that time. Means we gotta kill him one more time to get 20. You can see right there, that time he hit me, did 70 damage. Single hits, not that big a deal, but if he's hitting us over and over, it would not be a very long fight until we died. Another thing is you want to be careful, make sure that his head is not off the screen when you kill him, or else you will not be able to get the souls that he drops. Alright, that time he dropped 6. Oh, there's another one. Well, while we're here, we might as well kill him. There is no escaping from these guys. They will follow you anywhere you go, even back to your base, which could be pretty bad for your NPCs. Oh, and there's another one. Alright. So when this one gets low on health, I'm going to run inside and take down that water candle real quick. So I really don't want to fight another one of these. Okay. So hopefully that will prevent more from showing up. Just going to clean up our loot. And I saw a little bit of money fall down here. The wyverns drop a very good amount of cash when they die. So definitely make sure you collect it. I'm not seeing any more loot, so let's magic mirror out of here. And let's go ahead and make our first set of wings. I think, yeah, we need an anvil for that. And I've got enough soul of light and fright. I can make either of these wings. These are the most inferior set of wings that you can get. So again, I found this butterfly dust in the jungle, and so that's the set I'm going to make. Now, the wings replace 2 items in your inventory. They replace your rocket boots. You might still want to keep specter boots because they allow you to run fast, but they replace that. They would also replace the lucky horseshoe, which is an item that I was unable to find earlier on in this guide from the floating islands. I was very disappointed about that, but at this point it's irrelevant because any set of wings will negate fall damage. So if I put these on, go way up here to the top of my building, fly as high as I can, and fall from basically the roof of the world here. No damage whatsoever. So Yes, you just hold down spacebar to fly, and also holding down spacebar will allow you to float slowly if you really want to. So wings are very, very handy in hard mode. Yes, let's dye the butterfly wings black. That makes them feel a little more manly. So we're gonna put back, do some inventory management. These extra souls of flight are not wasted. Um, this is only the first of many sets of wings. They are by far not the best. There are many wings that we can get that are much better than these. And by better I mean they allow you to fly higher and longer and even fly faster. So we will be using these souls of flight later on. We're even going to have to go back and kill the wyvern a few more times to get enough of them. So I'm going to manage the inventory off screen, but that's going to be it for this episode. I think we are about ready to take on the boss. Our first boss, I should say. There is one more mimic item that I wanted to get before fighting them. Not completely necessary, but it helps a lot. We were able to find, what's it called? Yeah, we were able to find this here Philosopher's Stone, which reduces the cooldown of healing potions. We also really want to get a cross necklace, which drops from the mimics, and that increases our invulnerability time between getting hit, which greatly reduces the amount of damage that we can take as we get hit. And these hard mode bosses attack you fast and hard. Very high damaging attacks that are difficult to avoid. So being able to tank that damage effectively is very important. So that is why I highly recommend getting both of those items. Again, that's the Philosopher's Stone and the Cross Necklace. Both drop from mimics. So like I said, I'm going to clean up my inventory, go find one of these cross necklaces, and then in the next episode we will take on our first hard mode boss. So thank you for watching.